Hey, Fran.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Nice to see you. So, it's always hard for us to find someone to demo Kurzweil things. It's absolutely fantastic because you've got a new model out now that you had in prototype last year. This is production, yeah?
Right. So we have the K2088 and the K2061, and those are our two new models. Last year we just showed some prototypes of them, but they are right now just ready.
So these are the new instruments. I mean, Kurzweil has got a big legacy of kind of fully featured workstations, right? Does this have a lot of what the previous, the old school Kurzweil had in it, as well as all the new stuff you put in?
Correct, Nick. So the main idea of this product is like, how could we recreate the famous and legendary K2000, but with modern technology, like with the technology that we have right now.
Right.
So of course, way more polyphony than in that time, and a million other features, right? So how can we do that? So what we did is just take our current technology that you can see in the K2700, for example, and get a ton of the sounds from that era of the early 1990s and early 2000s, like programs and from the K2000.
Right, so make sure it'll play all of that stuff, right?
Correct, and we just imported a ton of those things. This keyboard has more than 2,000 programs, more than 500 multis. And the multis are not just split on layers just to play your bass and the piano. They're like majorly thought to be played as a sound themselves, even if they are very complex, right?
So have we got a quick sound we can just interject with it? I noticed you've got a ribbon strip on here as well, right?
Right, well, like, if you want to do an old K series in a new technology, you have to put a ribbon there, of course. So
this keybed, is it polyphonic? Is it aftertouch? Is it? Or is it
no,
just
so this is a regular aftertouch. It's not a polyphonic aftertouch. It's this Fatar TP9. It's a very good keyboard accent that Kurzweil has used in the past, like in the PC3K61, for example. It's a very good synth accent. The thing for this is meant for, it's a synth. Of course, it has all our features. It's a workstation underneath, right? It has a song mode, right? It has like 16-track sequencer, but we want to present it as a synth because of all that legacy synth work that has been ported here. It has a ton of synth sounds, just thought for the synth guy.
Got you. So you mentioned that it's got multiple parts. I mean,
So if we go to for example to multi-mode, right? And there are a ton of multis here, and no matter what you get, you're going to get very interesting. All of them have like a lot of.
So these sound like some of these are ports. They sound like they've got a Kurzweil vibe to them for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and they are mixed.
Wow, nice.
Right, so that's a very, very classic Kurzweil sound. A lot of arpeggiators and riffs.
And it's got a pair of outputs, so you've got.
Right, you have two sets of outputs, like we do in all our major products. You can mirror them or have separate outputs in your multi. Decide which one you use.
And because you've got multiple parts, I mean, is there a USB audio component to this as well?
So this is not USB audio. For USB audio, you need a K2700, which is at the top of the line.
So this is more for players, kind of.
And this, as we wanted to focus more in the synth part of this keyboard, we didn't include all the hardware components of the K2700, like like the digital audio, or like the drum pads, or few other things. Just to make it more affordable, and and focus on what it is.
So I mean, I'm guessing samples play a big part of this. I mean, what sort of storage have we got in here?
Yeah, so it has 2 gigabytes of factory samples and 2 gigabytes of user-loadable samples. So you can load your WAV files or your old Kurzweil stuff. You can load KRZs and K26 files if you have an old K2600, for example. And for the most part, it does a decent conversion.
So you've done the mapping and
yeah, with the mapping of most of it. There are of course some old DSP algorithms that work in the old DSP chips that they don't exist anymore. But for the most part, everything ports really decent. Of course, adding now our effects, which are way more powerful than they were back in the 90s, of course, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than the polyphony, this is 256 voices of polyphony, so imagine having that in that era.
So is that because essentially you can make a part up of multiple oscillators. Is polyphony per oscillator or per voice?
No, well, we consider voices. It's a modern terminology. It's not like the old synth terminology. So it's 256 voices. Of course, it has all the new stuff as well, right? It has a complete FM engine, right? Okay. So you can load, all C6 files from the old famous FM synths of the 80s.
Oh, wow, okay.
And you can just load them here, and they will play exactly as you want them to play and pass them through our effects, which is a major thing for those sounds. You want the Kenny Loggins bass of Top Gun, just load it here, put it here in the
nice.
Through our effects.
We got a couple more sounds while we're chatting?
Yeah, sure. Let's do some random sounds because here there are a lot of like
what's the situation with the filter modeling? Because it sounds like there's some filtering going on in there. Do you have you model specific filters, or are they specifically Kurzweil filters that you've got?
Yeah, so let me show you that because probably your users are interested in things like that. So for example, this program, we can edit the program. So this program is of four layers. This is just one program, right? So layer number 1, as you see, has FM operators.
Yeah.
2 FM operators. Layer 2 the same, layer 3 the same, and layer 4 it has a 2-pole low-pass filter, right? Go in there. So you can see all of them will have a ton of parameters to change, right? You can modify a lot of those things, to your taste, and they are all controllable.
Right, so you've got parameter access via these assignable faders.
You have a DSP mod page where you just add all the mods that you want for the parameters, right? So for the pitch or whatever parameter is, you can decide how they're being controlled. This is controlled by the envelope 2, and you can see the envelope 2 is this.
So yeah, it's pretty
right?
deep. Yeah,
it is very deep. All the LFOs are very deep.
I guess that's always been Kurzweil's thing, though, isn't it?
Correct. Like the modulations that we offer here are ginormous. Like anything that you can want to modulate, you can do it in many multiple ways. And that's the deep part of VAS, which a lot of the synth guys will like. Now, if you don't want that, you can control everything just from here.
Right.
We have a parameter page where it has all these parameters. Motion enabled, motion amount.
Is there an editor? Because I guess it would benefit from this level of depth. Can you access it via some sort of computer editor just to get a bit?
Yeah, correct. So all these products come with a free PC and Mac editor.
Right. Okay.
A plugin and a tablet controller as well, and those are for free. And they come with all that, so you can see it in a bigger screen, and you can do your edits there if you want to. Yeah.
So what? Presumably these are kind of, I guess, more budget conscious than the flagship. What sort of price are these guys?
Yeah. For? So price wise, it depends on each country, distributor, and things like that, right? But approximately, I believe the 61 is like around $21.99 or something around there.
Yeah.
And the 88 keys version will be more closer to 3,000, a little under that. I don't know exactly how much it will be. But
so are these shipping now, or they're just about
so
to?
They're just about to get shipped. You'll start seeing it in the websites of the major stores. You can see them already there. So it is just in the process of starting to take the orders here at Namm and start to move them. So very soon you'll see them actually physically in your stores.
Thank you, Fran. Thank you so much.
All right, you're more than welcome, Nick.